morning, guys. It is exactly 1:51 in the morning, and I am going to head down to the famous fish market. The goal is to get there early enough to watch the tuna auction. So the doors don't open until something like 4:30 or 5 o'clock. But to get there early enough to get a spot as one of the tourists that can watch this auction, you gotta show up really early. I'm not sure exactly how early. Some places say 3 a.m. Another place I saw said 1 a.m. So I'm gonna go right now just to make sure that I get a spot in this auction. It is very quiet out here. It's very peaceful, actually. Luckily, it's a beautiful morning. So I gotta find a taxi. I'm not even sure if you guys can see me. I'm gonna find a taxi and I'm gonna head down to the market, see what we can get into today. Let's go. Alright, just got dropped off by the main gate. This isn't where I want to be as far as checking in for the auction, so I'm gonna walk around and try to find that. This is gonna be incredible. Sushi's open. 217. You can get sushi. I love this place. Alright, there's the bridge. I think this is where we need to go, right here. I'm about the 15th person in line when I arrive, and within the next half hour, the line reaches its 120 person limit, and they start turning people away. After standing outside for a while, we were finally escorted into a small room, split into two groups of 60, and told to squeeze in and sit down. We made it in. Yes. Got my best. One step closer. It's 3:11. We have 2 hours before we get started. That's it. All we can do now is wait. To break up the wait a little bit, one of the tuna buyers comes in and explains how the auction actually works, and tells a few jokes to lighten the mood. Here we go. And then just like that, it's time to head in. As the sun starts to come up in Tokyo, we're escorted across the market to a small doorway, which opens up into a huge warehouse filled with tuna and its buyers. The guys pace around the giant fish with a very methodic process. They examine a small piece of the tail, cut off for evaluation, and check the quality and fat content. Next, they break off small chunks of the tail meat and rub it in their fingers to test its consistency and makeup. Some sneaky guys even walk to another fish when they're making their inspection, as to not tip off their interest to any other buyers. This is a very important process to get right, as some of these massive fish can sell for upwards of 1.8 million US dollars. Yes, that is the record here to date. A single fish sold 1.8 million US dollars. Crazy. Once everyone has picked their favorites, it's time for the auction to begin. Animated auctioneers yell out the prices as stoic buyers calmly make their bids with a series of hand gestures, which represent numerical amounts. Multiple auctions happen simultaneously, fresh and frozen tuna are sold separately, and everything happens in the blink of an eye. Each auction only lasts a few minutes at most, and then tunas are tagged and taken into the inner market to join all the other fish for distribution. To say this place is chaotic is an understatement. The Tsukiji Market is the largest wholesale fish market in the world, with over 400 different types of seafood being sold, among an estimated 60,000 plus employees. So while consumers are out in the outer markets eating up all the sushi, the wholesale market is in here. So there isn't a whole lot of eating or trying in the market itself. It's mostly in the outer market. The business is done super early, and there's a lot of packages going off. Those are going to wholesales, to restaurants, to grocery stores, hence all the traffic in this area. But the quality and the care that they put in to the fish, especially to the tuna, incredible. This is the biggest fish market I've ever seen in my life, and the assortment and the variety and how many people are working here, it's incredible. Let's keep looking around. All right, it's 7 a.m. I'm in the outer markets now. The hustle and bustle of the inside market is still going strong. That doesn't open to the public until 10 a.m. Looks like there's some sushi, a bunch of breakfast stuff, and it's already mobbed with people. The outer market is where all the consumer-friendly vendors are. It's an endless supply of Japanese cuisine and all of its components. So before I commit to a sushi spot, I just let myself get lost in the labyrinth of deliciousness. This is like an omelet. Fluffy and sweet. Yeah. Oh, look at that. Grilled scallops. Oh, yeah. Listen, I'm a big fan of oysters, but those are too big. I like my oysters in one bite only. Wasabi. Beautiful, that marble. Sea urchin lungs. This is without a doubt the most sprawling and expansive market I've ever been to. The centerpiece is obviously the tuna, but there are so many things that I don't understand here. It's awesome. There's a lot of places that offer little tastings, so I'm just going around eating as much as I can. But there's just so much stuff here. It's crazy. Now let's talk about the main attraction, sushi. There are literally thousands of options in front of you, so determining where to eat can be an overwhelming task to tackle. First and most obvious are the long lines of the highly regarded, TripAdvisor recommended, foreign-friendly places. The quality is top-notch and the prices reflect that. Then there's the locally known hotspots with both similar lines and equally as tasty offerings. It's really interesting to see some places literally hour-long lines standing right next to another sushi spot with nobody inside. Away from the chaos of the popular sushi spots, down the back streets, there are tons of hidden gem options, serving up a very similar spread. I really think it's hard to go wrong here, given many places are popular because of the sushi masters who make the sushi itself, but the source is so close, you really can't go wrong. Oh, yeah. Stay together. So good. In my completely amateur opinion, if you really want the freshest and pure taste of this prized possession, I highly recommend going directly to the vendors who are cutting up and selling the fish. For example, I visited this little street stall breaking down the highest quality tuna you can get, and it's a fraction of the cost of the restaurant. Alright, I found a quiet little place away from the crowd, the market, to try the most prized possession, the otoro, or the fatty tuna. This is supposed to be the best tuna you can get. The fattiness, it's not overpowering, it's not a strong fishy taste, but I know this has been said probably way too much, but it literally just melts in your mouth. Oh my God. I understand the hype. Oh, that's good. No wonder these get thousands and thousands upon millions of dollars per fish. Oh, unbelievable. Alright, that's it for my time here at the fish market. Everybody seems to be closing up. I got to eat some good sushi. I got to see the auction. I got to see where they sell all of the fish and also the outside market as well. It was a great morning. I'm exhausted. I'm gonna go take a nap. But as always, if you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. Leave a comment below if you tried some of this fish, and subscribe if you haven't already. And I think that's it. See you guys next week.